I know none of you are here when I do this, and that's okay because I know you're at home with some of your clothes on. So kudos to you. Kick back, relax, watch the show. I always bring you quality people. Sort of, some of the time, okay? I bring you people who have been on stage. And sometimes they're killing it, like our guest today, who's over there. Wave at everybody, James Esterline. He can't talk yet. I won't let him. Anyway, so he's going by S48C today. I think that's his number. I don't know what that is, S48C. I'm not going to let him answer it. So just laugh. We're having fun. This guy's been a friend of my show, a friend of mine, a support in the middle of the night if I need him, and vice versa. So I love this guy. Relatively new at comedy, but killing it, killing it. He's doing sold out shows. He's in competitions. He's hella funny. He does act outs, impressions, or whatever you call them. You know what I'm talking about. He does stuff. He doesn't just get up there with a straight face and say a punchline. He does more than that. He's the show. You watch. This guy's going to have a one-man show if he hasn't already. Let me read you his intro so you know who the heck I'm talking about. James Esterline, bartender on Facebook and YouTube, Mac James on Instagram and TikTok, was born in Chicago, grew up in a foster home in Grand Rapids, Michigan, then moved to Tampa Bay, where he's been bartending for celebrities and ballers since 2000. Started comedy when Ric Flair talked to him into it, and finally started at open mics and worked from the bottom of Tampa Bay to where he is today. You can find him on YouTube. Is your YouTube called Spitfire? No. Well, we'll talk to him in a minute. He's not allowed to talk yet. Anyway, kick back, relax, enjoy this introduction. You can also later find it on my YouTube, which is comedian Linda Marcus Smith. And if you want to throw me some money, I'm at Cash App, $ Linda Marcus Smith, and all the money goes to pay military veterans doing comedy on my military shows. Enough about me. And now for my guest who finally gets to talk. Give it up for the only James Esterline. Woo! Hi, James.
Thank you, Linda.
Thanks for coming on again. What's going on with you today in Tampa Bay?
Oh, I don't know. Is it true this is 800 interviews?
Yes, you're number 800. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. That's incredible.
I've been giving everybody $1 for every interview I've done. So you get $800 today.
Sweet.
Kidding.
I'll send it all to your Cash App.
What's going on in Tampa Bay outside of comedy? Give us a little snippet, just a little snippet of what's going on in Tampa Bay, because we're not there.
Tampa's we're pretty much allowed to do whatever we want in Florida, you know. So we're doing shows, we're doing mics, we're the champs, you know. Buccaneers are the champs.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Woo! Do you like
probably
football?
Cheer for the Raiders though, right?
No, I'm not a Raiders fan. Not unless they let me interview every one of them.
Right.
Then I'll be in.
Still cheering for the Seahawks?
Yeah, I love the Seahawks. Because Pete Carroll is cute.
He's a cute guy. You got me giggling before we even started. You got me tickled. I think it's gonna go
your
well.
Funny bone. I know your funny bone. What's your shirt say?
It's Tom Brady.
Ooh.
You like Tom Brady?
Yeah. Is he single yet?
He's super handsome, right?
Yeah, very handsome.
Super cute guy. Did you know he's the greatest football player in the history of the world? He's the greatest ever. You knew that, right?
Absolutely. He's fabulous. Oh my gosh.
Here's a fun fact about Tom Brady that you probably didn't know. Did you know that Tom Brady lactates?
No.
Yeah, it's called goat milk. When he lactates out of his, he even makes his own goat cheese with it, Linda. Trust me, it's delicious.
Well, I gotta tell you, I think he's very, very big eye candy. And if he's ever looking for some eye candy to, like, let's say he decides he wants to come out of the closet, but he still wants a woman on his arm. Let's say he decides he wants to turn gay, but he wants a lady to be there to protect him. I got his back. I'm just saying, you never know. I mean, what happened to what's his face on the Wheaties boxes?
Oh yeah.
Things could happen. He could go from being ultra masculine to crossing over. He could be a crossover artist. I'm
Secret
making this
side
shit
piece
up. This
Linda,
is me
right?
riffing to you. You're my buddy. Let me riff.
You could be a secret side piece.
My football guy is very old, like me, Joe Namath. He's my goat. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
he's a handsome guy too.
Yeah. I imagine him in a fur coat on
Yeah.
my floor.
He used to have a drinking problem, didn't he?
Do you know about Joe Namath in the 60s?
Yeah.
That's when the football people said, don't have sex before a game because you won't be any good at football. And he said, blank you. And he started banging all kind of chicks the night before, showing them they didn't know what they were talking about. He's my hero.
Yeah, he's like that.
Yep. So talk to me about, let's go back to little James Esterline.
A little class clown.
Yeah, like who were you in your family? Were you told to be quiet? Were you quiet? Were you funny? What were you like in school? What are your classmates in grade school and high school and college or whatever say about you? Are they shocked about what you're doing? Let's talk about that.
No one seems very surprised that I do comedy now. But we were
So
like,
why is that?
I've always just been a goofy guy, you know. None of them
So
are surprised.
talk to me about the goofy little James Esterline at home, at school, growing up. Go back,
I was
way back.
pretty much out of control. Little kid, me and my little brother were all running around the city of Grand Rapids after we moved there from Chicago, just getting in hella trouble. And then we wound up in a foster care home. Same thing happened. We were just always goofing around. I got in some fights and stuff like that every now and then. Kicked out of class, smoking and drinking. And then I quit that when I had a daughter, later on.
Yeah. How old's your daughter now?
That one's 23. Her birthday was, no, she's 24. Her birthday was the October 20th, a couple days ago.
How many children do you have?
We have me and my woman have a 17-year-old kid. He's about to graduate in May. And then we have 3 other children that were her children with her husband who passed away a year before me and her met. And so that's 5 altogether. Oh, they're all adults. How many of
them live with you?
Just the 17-year-old. He's the last one that's at home.
Oh my gosh. You look so young to be going through almost empty nest syndrome.
I'll be 46 pretty soon.
You don't look it.
I got no gray hairs yet.
Me neither, but thanks to Clairol.
My friend Alex was posting, she got her 1 gray hair. She's another comedian.
Yeah.
And she got 1 gray hair. I was like, I don't have any yet. Only here. But not up here yet.
Okay, so grade school, nobody's surprised. High school, what are high schoolers? Are you in touch with any of the people that you've known growing up? And are they talking or coming to your shows? Or what's the deal with James Esterline?
My buddy Corey, he's one of my crew members up in Michigan. He comes down here all the time. He's been to my shows and my mics whenever he's here. Open mics, he'll go with me. He'll go to the shows with me. My buddy Jim, I write jokes with him. He's up in Michigan. He doesn't do comedy, but he helps me write jokes. He's pretty funny.
Super.
A lot of my other buddies passed away that I used to hang out with.
When did your buddy pass away?
Oh, my other buddy, he passed away about a year ago.
What from?
He had liver disease.
I get it. I've got a cyst on my bile duct. It causes havoc. So far, it's not cancer, so I get it.
Yeah, there's a crew of us that we used to hang around together. Now there's like 3 of us left.
How big was your crew originally?
Oh, like 7 guys.
Jeez. So how did COVID affect James Esterline and those you know and love?
Well, we had somebody pass away in the family a couple weeks ago. He
Sorry.
had both his shots, then caught COVID, then he died about a week
Jeez.
later.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That was my wife's brother, or sorry. Okay, remember how I said her husband passed away? His brother passed away from COVID a couple weeks ago.
Wow. How's the family taking it, James?
It's sad, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's go into something funny. Like, tell everybody, I've had you on in interviews, but remind me and tell new people, when did you start comedy and why? In your own words, you get to have as much time to talk about that.
All right. I've been bartending, like I told you, for now it's 21 years almost. In March it'll be 21 years. And when I bartended at this super fancy hotel downtown called the Vinoy Hotel, very creepy haunted hotel, by the way. Before I worked there, I didn't believe in ghosts till I started seeing things happening. All the big shots would come in there and stay there when they were in town. Mariah Carey and Queen Latifah, Princess Ferguson, and another name is Ric Flair used to sit at my bar. And I grew up a wrestling fan. Got my wrestling belt right here. Bam. And we got to be friends because I'd call him Mr. Flair or Rick all the time. And he said, "Hey, James, my friends call me Nate, so just call me that." So officially, I'm his friend, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
You might be dating. Who knows?
I said, "Well, Rick, my friends call me Mac James." So he started calling me that.
Oh.
And then he said, my brother is a bartender too up in Chicago, and his gimmick is magic tricks. He'll do magic tricks for his guests, you know. You got to entertain your guests besides just BSing with them all the time, if you ask me. So I started writing jokes, and stupid jokes at first. Like if they wanted that one British lady to live a little longer, hey, maybe they should have named her something besides Princess Di, you know. Right? Like maybe Olivia. Just live. Stuff like that. Like
Eternity.
Barack Obama, he was hanging out with me at my bar. He said, "Hey, I'll tell you one of my jokes you can tell on stage someday."
Seriously?
No. No, but Mitt Romney was at my bar, and Condoleezza Rice, they were at my bar. Charlie Crist sat at my bar for 18 years. Lots of politicians. I don't like politicians.
Who's your favorite funny person that you met besides Ric Flair?
Kevin Nealon. He sat at my bar.
Tell me about it.
He didn't really talk to me that much. He was busy. We had a bunch of people with him. Oh, funny story. Before I tell you how Ric Flair talked me into doing comedy, this is how I met Dan Aykroyd. I was bartending, and there was a wedding in the grand ballroom, right? And the wedding gets out. You can hear him in the hallways because the ceilings are 40 feet tall, and it echoes. And I hear a big commotion going on. So I go out there to see what's going on, and these guys are fighting, right? From the wedding, they're fighting with each other. And guess who breaks up the fight? Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd broke up a fight?
Because the Blues Brothers were in town, so he's still in his Blues Brothers gear. He's like, "Break it up, you guys. Break it up, your family now."
Wow, that's
like,
so cool.
Holy shit, it's Dan Aykroyd. And he looks up, I'm like, "Come on in, you guys." So then they all came in the bar. And that's how I met Dan Aykroyd.
Wow.
I think he got socked by one of them when they were throwing punches. He's like, "Break it up, you guys." Like, hey, security.
Holy Toledo. Okay, so you're
Security
around
got
a lot of people at the Benoit. How do you pronounce that hotel?
Vinoy. The
Vinoy Hotel. And now you're on stage. Fill us in on the middle part.
All right, so Ric Flair says you should get on stage and start telling your stupid jokes on stage, like the Obama one I was going to tell you. It's a pretty dumb joke.
Oh,
I've gotten a lot better.
Tell the Obama joke.
Obama was hanging out with me, and one day he wanted me to tell one of his jokes. So I was like, okay, tell me your joke, and I'll start telling it for you. So people will think he's a funny president, you know. He said, you know, I got a white grandma and I got a black grandma, right? I was like, yeah, you're half white, half black, like my cousin Lewis. I get it. He's like, what do you think I used to call my white grandmother? I said, I don't know what. He said, I called her my graham cracker.
That's cute. I like it.
It's a cheesy joke. So Ric Flair's like, get on stage with that stuff. One time, okay, this is how he made me promise I'd get on stage. There's a wedding party, another wedding party gets out, but it was only the bridesmaids and the groomsmen that came into the room, and there was no one in the room besides Ric Flair, Charlotte, his daughter, who's a champ right now, a SmackDown champion on WWE, and her mom, which is his ex-wife. And then the wedding party comes in, they're like, oh my God, it's Ric Flair, and they all start taking pictures with him and stuff. And so me and Bob are working, my other buddy, was my coworker. We're hanging out watching, and we're not supposed to ask him for autographs and stuff. But Rick goes up to his room, comes back with his backpack, and then he starts signing all these autographed photographs out of his backpack and giving them out to everybody. And even Bob goes up and said, let me get one, Rick. And he signed it for him and gave it to him. Wow. And I'm like, trying to be professional because we're not supposed to do that. So I nonchalantly said, hey, Nate. He's like, what's up, Mac James? I said, who do I got to wrestle to get one of those autographed photographs there, buddy? He's like, oh, you want one? I'm like, look, all these people aren't wrestling fans. I grew up wrestling. I grew up watching pro wrestling. I grew up middle school, high school, college, and I coached wrestling for my son's high school. I was like, I'm an actual fan, you know. These guys just know who you are because you're Ric Flair, the greatest of all time. Who do I got to wrestle to get one of these? He's like, come around the bar real quick. I'm like, uh-oh. So I walk around the bar, and he's a big guy. This is like 10 years ago before he got sick, and he was in the hospital for a little while and lost a lot of weight. He's still a pretty big guy. And he said, you're a funny guy. He's like fluffing me up and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're pretty funny, you know. He's like, so are you into slapstick? And he like hit me with one of his signature chest slaps right on my chest. He almost knocked me over. I was like, oh, that was a real funny joke there, Rick. Nate. He's like, I'll sign one of these for you if you promise to get on stage and start doing stand-up comedy. It was literally the last one he had left, so I didn't have a choice. I'm like, all right, I promise. And he signed it to James, you're simply the best. XOXO, stuff like that.
So has he contacted you back? Have you told him that you're doing it, and is he following your career?
No.
What? What a dummy.
No. I do comic books. So I was working on a comic book for him. The last time I talked to him is when Triple H, the guy that's the COO of WWE, wouldn't let him do the comic book because his name still belonged to the WWE at the time. And I haven't really talked to him since because he's a busy guy. He'll text me back when I text him. That's about it. So he knows I'm doing comedy, but he just hasn't seen me do comedy. He might have gone on YouTube and saw my YouTube page at James Esterline on YouTube, but I don't know.
Super. Maybe you could send him a video.
Yeah, I've sent him some links, but I don't know if he watched them or not. He knows like millions of people, you know.
I know.
I'm just some guy that used to get him drunk. You'll never guess what Ric Flair drinks.
Let me guess.
Before he quit.
I'm going to go with a girly drink.
Just guess any drink.
Sex on the beach. What? It's a drink.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a dream.
He used to drink. He doesn't drink anymore, but he used to drink Pinot Noir, like a high-end Pinot Noir, but he would only drink them out of chilled pint glasses.
Wow.
Out of our chilled beer glasses. And he would do shots, and then he taught me how to do them. He just did shots of them. He'd knock a whole 8-ounce. He'd fill it to the top sometimes, 16-ounce shot, bam, of wine.
Whoa.
So he said, oh, you just got to clear your throat and have no gag reflex. You can handle that, right, James? I'm like, yeah, real funny, Rick.
Women have been doing that for centuries.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
All righty. So you're doing comedy, and tell us where all you've been performing since you started. Brag. Now's your chance.
All right, I started at Side Splitters Comedy Club in Tampa. Very first set. I had a bunch of friends there, so I did really good. Even some of the other comics were laughing. But I watch it now and I'm like, God damn, that's horrible. You know how that is, probably. Everybody knows how that is, probably. Some
Yes.
people don't. Some people are like, oh, I've never bombed before.
Please give me a break. I can't
My buddy-
stand it.
My buddy said that at the show. No, we were on a Zoom meeting because I work with the guys like Derek Meyer, who works with Bob Levy and stuff like that. We were in a meeting and he's like, I've never bombed.
Bob Levy was just here the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. It's awesome. I love him.
I got to spend like 5 hours with him.
Yeah, the guy said, I've never bombed. I'm like, I literally watched you bomb, and so did I at Coconuts Comedy Club. I brought you there. You bombed. Everybody bombed. Because there's only like 4 people there. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You can't just kill with 4. I mean, you can get 4 people to laugh, but he didn't get 4 people to laugh. I didn't get 4 people to laugh. They were tuned out. You know, this is 3 hours of comedy. They're tuned out after a while.
Yep.
Then let's see, I started at Side Splitters, and then I started going to Iberian Rooster and meeting all the comics like John Jacobs. He was just out now, or I think he was supposed to be in Vegas. And he's been on MTV and stuff. And like Rio Paris, who headlined the other show last week on Wednesday, I went to the sold out show. He killed it. Those guys give me a lot of good advice. I like them. Some comics don't want to, like, you always give me good advice and help me to fine tune some jokes, but some people are like, oh, I don't want to bother with you, leave me alone. So I like to usually stick with the people that are friendly. Then I started going to Coconuts for about 4 years, every week, open mic, every week I would go there. And then all the other local comedy clubs around here, Snappers, all the kava bars, all the breweries. I do all their shows and all their mics ever since. My next one's going to be at Spitfire Comedy Theater or Comedy House. They changed the name, Spitfire Comedy House. December, I'll be there December 10th.
That's in Tampa Bay?
Yeah, it's in St. Petersburg, right downtown. The owner messaged me and asked me if I'd do a show for him. It's called The Grind. There's 4 comedians. So that's going to be fun. That's the first time an owner actually asked me personally, hey, you want to do a show for me?
That's a big deal.
Without having to go beg for a show. He even changed the hours of their open mic so that I could start making it, but I usually can't make it. I get out of work and I get there and it's either over or the list is too full. But every time I go to that room, Spitfire Comedy House, everybody usually kills it. I've never bombed there yet. Knock on wood.
That says a lot about the venue and the atmosphere.
It's a really nice room.
Absolutely. I might want to take a plane down to Tampa and see you and hang out with you and do some mics.
If you come down here, we'll get Derek to put you on a show. Have your headline.
Super.
We'll get your headline in it. He's got 2 rooms up in the Crystal River. He's so the next thing that Derek's setting up, what we're doing is going to be a comedy festival.
No way. I want to be in that. I want to apply. Make sure I know that you're doing that. Send me an invite. And
you probably know Derek, so I'll tell him to get a hold of you if you want to get down here to Tampa.
Yep.
Awesome.
I can't get the shots. I'm deadly allergic, and you guys are cool down there.
Yeah, I don't want to get any shots. No offense to anybody that likes to get shots. I quit drinking, so I don't do shots anymore.
Well, okay, so that you're going to be in a competition with Jackie Knight's Comedy Club in where's she at?
That's over in St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. Okay. So when's that competition?
November 9th.
Awesome.
They're doing 8 comedy shows. I think they're going to have those eight winners come. Now, I'm not planning on winning. I've never won a competition. I usually get disqualified. because they're all audience votes. So that means whoever brings the most people is going to win. Doesn't bother me at all because I know the crowds are sold out and you get good clips and you get good results. That's all I care about.
That's a good attitude, James.
I'm not going to Jackie Nights to win the thing because I know I'm not going to be able to bring, 50 people from Tampa.
Yeah.
I can get maybe 15 people to show up. Maybe I'll win. I don't know. Maybe I won't.
Hey,
But
I once did a competition in Portland. Nobody was there for me and I won.
All right, yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe
it can happen. It can happen.
The reason I like to do them is because they're usually all sold out shows. Whether there's an entry fee or not, it doesn't matter.
Same
because
here.
you're gonna get good clips. Everybody kills at those. So
that's November 9th.
Yeah.
And so then what, you had something else you told me before we went on camera where you're going to be performing.
I gotta look at my schedule.
That's okay. But
I try not to book too much stuff around the holidays because I like this. Like last year, I took November and December off altogether. I didn't do any shows after like December 15th or something. Oh, the other one, Will Rodriguez asked me to do a show in Orlando, November 20th. It's at a pizza place, and I can't remember the darn name of it. But it's a big pizza bar. I love pizza, so I had to say yes.
Totally.
Every couple weeks I'll eat pizza. I had to quit eating. I lost like 24 pounds.
Yeah, you look great.
And nobody ever notices though, because I'm still fat chooch,
Do you want to do some performing right now, or you want to slip into something comfortable like jokes?
I can tell you a story about my dad that I don't think I told you yet, and it's pretty funny.
All right.
My dad's a funny guy. He used to do improv and musicals and plays up in Chicago on Michigan Street where all the theaters are.
Wow.
So he's pretty witty. He's 82 now. He lives with me. We do videos too sometimes. If you ever want to watch one, they're on Facebook, and the page is called The Brad and Dad Show. He thinks it's called The Dad and Brad Show. I don't know what he's got it under because he wants to be first. But we do funny stuff. I'm Brad, he's Dad, because it rhymes, I guess. So when I was 5 years old, it was my birthday, and my dad said, "Hey, I'll take you out wherever you want for breakfast. Where do you want to go?" Where do you think I said, Linda?
Denny's.
McDonald's. Because I'm a stupid kid, He's like, "Fine, let's go to McDonald's." He's trying to talk me out of it. And then, so I he said, "Get whatever you want." I get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and a hash brown and a large orange juice. And then we're sitting down eating, and I noticed he grabbed my orange juice. He started sipping on my orange juice. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing? That's mine." Like a little baby. Sounded like a little brat, didn't I? Like a little bitch. Sounded like a little bitch. And then he looked at me, and he was always tough on me. He didn't want me to be some stand-up comedian talking shit about him someday. So he's kind of hard on me. And he said, "Well, what are you going to do about it, you little baby?" And he slammed the whole thing. Bam. He said, "What are you going to do, you little baby? You going to cry, you little bitch?" Because he was hard on me, he's tough. He made me the man I am today. Until we got put in foster homes. But anyway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, until then, Dad. Great stuff. And then, so I didn't cry, but I felt like it a little bit. So then 40 years to the day, I turned 45 on my birthday. He said, "Hey, I'll take you out he lives with me now. I take care of him. He's 82. He said, "I'll take you out for breakfast. Where do you want to go?" I'm like, "Oh, cool. I don't care, whatever." He's like, "Let's go to Bob Evans." I'm like, "All right." He said, "It's my treat," he says. So we go to Bob Evans, and I'm sitting there eating, and I noticed across the table, he's got a large orange juice. You see where this is going?
Yep.
So in front of all the old blue hairs and no offense, Mom, and in front of the waiter and the busboy and the manager and everybody, I snatched his orange juice. I was like, "I got your orange juice." And I slammed the whole thing. Bam. And everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy like you right now, He's like, "What'd you do that for, you weirdo?" I was like, "What are you going to do about it? You going to cry? Huh, you little baby? You're gonna cry, you little bitch. These people are looking at me like I'm a psycho. But he got it. He got it. He's like, oh, I see what you're doing. And a few minutes later, he's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right. But he didn't go to the bathroom. I saw him out front smoking a cigarette. And the waitress walks up to me, slaps the check in front of me and said, hey, your dad said take care of the check, you little bitch.
Oh my God, that's a great one.
That's my dad.
Oh my gosh. What percentage of that story is true?
Every part that you just heard, except for he didn't.
That's what I thought. That's why I love it.
Yeah, I can't really make up stuff like that.
That's a great story. Would you want to do a couple jokes or another story, or I've got about 10 more minutes to go.
All right, I'll tell you one story about my dad. It's not a joke, but to show you how tough he was on me. When I was a little kid, let's see, 4th grade, I was on the bus and my friend Jason are sitting there, and my friend and this other kid were spitting at each other, and we all got in trouble for it, you know. And then the kid said he was going to beat me up when I got off the bus because I told him to quit spitting. And yeah, you know, he's threatened me. I wasn't even the one spitting on anybody. Pretty gross, right? So this kid's a big 5th grader, big kid. And I was like, oh, this kid ain't going to beat me up. So I got out, made sure I got off the bus before him, and I hid on the side of the bus. And when he came off the bus, I took my Incredible Hulk lunch pail with Lou Ferrigno on it, big metal one, you know. Smacked him right in the face with it as hard as I could. And it started bleeding everywhere. I was like, oh crap. And I took off running. But they saw me anyway. So next thing you know, me and Jason are in the office, and that kid is in the office with the principal, who looked like Telly Savalas or whatever his name is. Remember him?
Yeah, Kojak.
Big, bald, mean-looking son of a bitch. He grabbed his paddle off the wall. This is like 1984 or 5 or something. He had a paddle. He took it off the wall. It had holes drilled in it, you know. And after he listened to our stories, he grabbed up the bully, the other kid first, and started whooping his ass with a paddle. And then he grabbed Jason and started whooping his ass with a paddle. Then he went to grab me. I was like, you can't hit me with that thing. I was actually crying like a little bitch at that point. I guess my dad was right, you know. I was like, my dad, I pulled it out of my ass. I was like, my dad said you're not allowed to hit me with that paddle. He's like, oh, your dad said that, huh? I just made it up, but you know, he's like, your dad said that? All right. Sent the other kids on their way. Calls my dad. Now, my dad was a bus driver in Grand Rapids for the public buses, not for like school buses, but you know, he's out there picking up people, taking them to work and stuff. They had to call the dispatch. Dispatch had to send another driver to pick up his bus, bring him back to the shop, and then he'd come and got me at the school. He walks into the office. He was very upset that he had to leave work and leave his bus with another driver. He says, principal says, so, Jim, your son here says I'm not allowed to hit him with that paddle right there. He's like, oh, James, did you really say that? You told him I said that he couldn't hit you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. And then the principal says, well, do I have permission to spank your kid with a paddle or what? This is where I screwed up because he's like, no, I got this. And he grabbed the paddle himself, and my dad bent me over and beat me. Worse than the other 2 kids put together.
Wow.
So I probably should have just taken the first ass whooping, I guess. So I learned not to tell fibs that day.
Yeah. It almost gave you a fib.
Yeah, but after I was in that foster home,
you missed
away,
my joke.
My mom got put in the nut house.
You missed
a mental health institute.
You missed.
So
just a second. Hold up. You missed my joke. Telling a fib almost gave you a fib. Whatever, dude. You go ahead with your funny. I'll go ahead with mine. Anyway, back to you. Tell me about your mom.
She was put in a crazy person's, a mental health institute.
Yeah.
So then my dad worked 16 hours a day, so we were out running around the streets getting in a lot of trouble. And then we got put in a foster home when I was 12. And then after I got out of that, I ran away, you know, eventually. I was on the streets where I grew up, basically on the streets.
From what age?
Technically, you know, I'm from the streets. Technically, I was born on the streets, if you want to get technical. I was born on a playground on the streets, in fact. Yeah, I was a seesaw section baby.
And you were making fun of my pun.
Yeah, you get it? Yeah, my parents were swingers.
Yeah.
You get it? My balls are from the street. I told you this before, but I'm telling you again. My balls are from the streets too.
Yeah.
These ones right here. They're from the streets too. Yeah. You're probably wondering what street my balls are from, right? Right about now. Yeah. Well, it's actually cul-de-sac.
Now we're talking fun. Making the old lady happy. That's what you're doing, one fun at a time.
Here, I'll do this for you. Here's my book of jokes. 400. I'm at 460 jokes now, I think it is.
Okay.
Yep, 460. So 1 through 460, they're all numbered. I'll let you pick a number. Any number.
69.
Everybody says 69. All right, that's a whole joke.
You get a lot of 69 action.
I hope it's a funny one.
You should know by now.
All right, I don't know if I should tell this joke, but I'm going to tell it anyway because you picked the number.
Hey, do it.
You ever heard of Toby Keith?
Yeah.
He's a famous country music singer, married to Trish Lucas since 1995. She's real cute and all, but she's got him whipped. Yeah. Toby Keith is whipped bad too. She got him whipped so bad. She even made Toby Keith change his name. Did you know his name wasn't always Toby Keith?
No.
Oh, yeah. She got him whipped so bad she made him change it. Yeah, and how it used to be Kunta Kinte Keith. Yeah, but he had to change it. She made him change it because his initials were KKK, and that's just racist.
It is.
All right, pick another number.
All right.
That's a terrible joke.
70, my age.
70?
Yeah.
Like, the very next joke?
Yep.
All right. Sometimes I smoke cannabis. I'm an advocate of cannabis, and I think of funny things sometimes. Like, you ever heard of Wawa, the gas station? They got that there?
Yeah.
They got them all over.
Yeah.
You've heard of it, right? Yeah. You think that people that have stuttering problems like to get their gas at Wawa? Yeah, well, that way they don't got to tell their friends they get their gas at Shell. But what if the stuttering guy's at Wawa? He's got to go to the bathroom, Do you think he goes in there and goes pee-pee? Yeah. That way he doesn't have to tell his friends out in the car you had to urinate. It gets worse, Linda. What if he's at Wawa and he went pee-pee? He wants to get a tasty snack, So he gets himself a ho-ho, and that way he doesn't have to tell his friends out in the car that he got a Twinkie. I stutter too, so it's okay for me to tell this joke. Usually I only stutter when I tell this joke, though.
And then when they called the police, they called a popo.
Oh, I'm
there
write
you
that
go.
down.
There's your tag.
Where's my pen? Hang on. Where is it?
There's a tag in there somewhere.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. You're helping me create jokes. Well, it's your joke.
You never want to have a ho-ho in the bathroom. They'll call the popo.
Oh, you're going pee-pee.
Yeah. Anyway, we're down near the end of the interview time, and you've been a blast as usual. You're headlining, you're selling out shows, you're in competitions, you're traveling, you're a road comic, you're bookable. You guys get out there and book this guy. He does characters, he does act outs, he can bring the house down. Give him a chance. Book him.
Book me.
Book him. His name is James Esterline on Facebook. He goes by James Mac on his YouTube. Mac James. There's a New York guy. There's a New York comedian named James Mac with 2 C's.
Oh, all right. Well, I usually just go by my regular name anyway nowadays.
There you go. So get online and find him. He'll send you his videos. He'll send you a press kit. He'll send you a reel. He's a real nice guy. He's got a reel. Do it. Let's get this guy, let's get him famous, because like if you make him famous at home, then maybe he'll let me be his comedy writer. I mean, there's got to be something in it for me, or I'm not doing it. You think I'm nice? This is a business. I'm playing with you guys at home. James.
You got time for one more, Linda?
Yeah, do one more. What number are we doing?
Pick a number.
How about 21? Because I'm 21 times 3 plus none of your business. I just told you 70. 21 times 3 plus 7.
It's a dirty joke, though, Linda. You sure you want to hear it?
There's no censorship. This is like, fine, do it.
All right. You ever heard of that one farmer guy, Old MacDonald?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a song about him. Have you heard the song?
Oh, McDonald, that one?
Yeah. It's good because it helps the joke if you've heard the song. Well, he didn't always want to be a farmer. He had a different job before that. You probably didn't know that, huh?
No.
Yeah, he was in porno.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The song went way different. You want to hear it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, good. Goes like this. Old MacDonald got a blowjob. E-I-E-I-O. With a here. And a there. Here. Here. E-I-E-I-O.
You're
Pretty
just
song,
stupid.
huh?
You're so stupid.
It's like my woodchuck joke. I get that a lot.
I love you to pieces. That was great. Is that the end of the joke or did I cut you off?
That's pretty much it. It's like my woodchuck joke. You ever heard that one thing, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah.
Good. It helps the joke if you heard that.
Totally.
Yeah, what if other animals had that problem though, Like what about the platypus? You don't hear us say, hey, platypus, how much puss could a platypus puss? Platypus could put pusses, right? Or what about the shih tzu? You don't hear us say, hey, how much shit could a shih tzu shit? Oh, here's my puppy. Here's my puppy.
Oh, hi, puppy. Hi. Hello. Come here. I want to hold you. Give me that dog. Hi, puppy. What's your dog's name?
Scrappy. Sorry.
I love Scrappy. He looks like a Scrappy. Well, I gotta go. So everybody at home, James Esterline. Watch his videos, help him become famous so I can be a comedy writer. Okay, James, thank you so much. I gotta run.
No, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you, Linda.
I love you right back, James. Let's talk some more. We ain't talked much lately.
All right. Anytime.
Love you. Bye.
All right. Bye now.
Go now. Send me that stuff in one Facebook Messenger, all your social media and all your upcoming.
All right. Will do.
Thanks. Bye, James. Have a great day.
You too.